Everyone to our special Memorial Day weekend show live from Temple Emanu'el, and now it's my pleasure to interview the president of Temple Emanu'el. Let's give it up for Neil Local. Neil, big star of the partnership during Hurricane Sandy, extensive damage to Temple Emanu'el. I've met so many of your congregants. They're wonderful people, from Rabbi Herman to yourself, all the way down. And we are thrilled that on June 9th, we're going to do a fundraiser at Temple at Mulcahy's, an 8-hour concert fundraiser from 3 to 11 p.m. We're calling it Raise the Roof, to build the roof. And Robbie Rosen is our lead entertainer. But talk about how excited you are about the fundraiser and about working together, because for us it's great. And guys, this is a beautiful room here at Temple Emanu'el.
Thank you, Howie. We are at the Temple thrilled with the fact that we have become the temporary home away from home of the halftime Howie radio show. You are one of the people in this community following the storm who has truly stepped up and really recognized Long Beach is your home. Long Beach has a future, and you have become a critical player in the revival of Long Beach. So I would ask everybody to give it up for Howie.
Thank you.
As time passes, people outside of the Long Beach area tend to forget about the devastation that occurred here in Long Beach. We at the Temple, the doors are open, but we still have a roof that needs to be replaced. And you have started on an extraordinary journey in partnership with us, which will lead us to Mulcahy's on June 9th. And your title, Raise the Roof, to actually pay for the roof, is rather creative. We are thrilled that you have taken us on as one of your prime partners in the journey. We couldn't be happier. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. The congregation thanks you. In fact, Howie is such a regular at the Temple that the rabbi shared with me that when the rabbi is going on vacation, Howie is actually going to preside over the services. That's how close he's become intertwined with Temple Emanu'el. So again, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Now, we on June 9th, we're going to raise the roof. And when I told my partners, Steve Vaccaro and Benoit, that I was going to try to contact Robbie Rosen, because in 2011, Robbie Rosen finished in the top 16 American Idol. He's local, right here in America. And his family was more than happy to help us in our fundraising efforts. And he's a phenomenal talent. I've had the pleasure of meeting him today. So let's give it up for Robbie Rosen. Robbie, even before I contacted you, you have already stepped up and have done some events helping out Long Beach and other communities. Talk about that aspect, that you've already lent yourself to helping out Long Beach and other communities with your singing talents.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. Definitely means a lot to be here just helping out and giving back to my own community. Like you said, I put together a concert with my dad called Singing for Sandy. And basically what it was me and 3 of my really close Idol friends from my season. And we all got together, and without even rehearsing, we did a whole show. We raised in the thousands, a couple $1,000, just to rebuild and just help out, and kind of rebuild everything that was lost. So it's definitely really amazing just giving back through what I love to do.
And Robbie, talk about that experience. You know, when people try out for Idol, thousands of people try out. You try out, you get the golden ticket, you finish in the top 16, you became an overnight sensation. Talk about that whole experience, about trying out for Idol, being on national TV, wowing Steven Tyler, wowing Jennifer Lopez, and being a star overnight. Talk about that whole American Idol experience.
It was just incredible, definitely the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me in my life. From day one, just in the stadium of 17,000 people in New Jersey, making it through that, going to Hollywood and kind of experiencing the whole other side of the country and the LA life and everything, just getting to interact with the judges and Ryan Seacrest and the amazing contestants, not only incredibly talented, but just great friends and great people. And it was really surreal. That's the best word to describe it. Whole experience, just from 17,000 in my city, 125,000 overall, to the top 16, and just every round, just making it through. It was pretty humbling, and just
How would you guys like to hear Robbie Rosen sing? Right here in Long Beach! All right! All right, Robbie, what are you going to sing for us?
This song is Movies Move for Love, and I've heard it on the show if you watched me, so.
All right, let's give it up for Robbie Rosen!
There I go, there I go, there I go, there I go. Pretty baby, you are the soul who snaps my control. Such a funny thing, but every time I need you, I never can behave. You give me a smile, and I'm wrapped up in your magic. Music all around me, crazy music, music that keeps calling me so very close to you. Turn me into your slave. Come and do anything with me that you want to. Anything, baby, just let me get next to you. Am I insane, or do I really see heaven in your eyes? Bright as stars that shine up above you in the clear blue skies. How I worry about you, just can't live my life without you. Baby, come here, don't have no fear. Oh, is there a reason why I'm really feeling in the mood for love?
All right! That was unbelievable, and Robbie's going to sing again later in the show. It's great. By the way, Rabbi Herman just walked in. Let's give it up for Rabbi Herman. Well, this show is all about reaching out to the community, and good times and bad times, and sometimes tragic events happen, and people contact me to help the families. This happened Thursday night. Terrible tragedy happened in Long Beach on Thursday night. A woman by the name of Donna O'Leary Simonetti, 45-year-old woman, 3 children, husband, passed away of a massive heart attack right in front of the children. It's a devastating story. The kids are left without a mom, and obviously the family needs help. And Long Beach is a special community that will rally to help this family that obviously needs help. Here today we have one of her, Doreen's closest friends, Kerry DiStefano. So let's bring Kerry up. Kerry, obviously it's a shocking situation, but let's focus on the fundraiser that's coming up that's going to help out with Doreen's family.
The fundraiser will be on June 15th at the saloon from 2 to 5. We're hoping to collect as many donations as possible. We're all rallying together to get this family through. The fundraiser will be, like I said, from 2 to 5. There'll be food there, open bar, amazing raffles that have already come through. If anybody wants to donate to this cause, you can reach me on Facebook. It's Kerry DiStefano on Facebook. You'll see it. We're posting everywhere. Everyone knows about it. It's on the Westfield Parents website. It's on the middle school website. PTA is running it throughout the city.
And for those people, talk about what a wonderful person Doreen was and her impact here in the Long Beach community.
Doreen was huge in Long Beach. She was an amazing person who touched so many people. She leaves behind 3 kids, Frankie, Skylar, and Brianna, who are just devastated at the loss of her husband. Forget it. He's lost without her. So we just want to help the family get through. We started a meal train online. You can go to mealtrain.com and donate a meal to the family. There's all directions on there on how to get to them, where the food gets dropped off. And Doreen was somebody who touched everyone in the West End, especially the West End that is deeply affected by this loss. Her family is a staple of the community. Everyone knows them. We're going to have flyers out. We're doing whatever we can, and please donate where you can.
Okay, let's give it up for Kerry for we'll get a great turnout. Thank you
so much.
Thanks for coming down. It was not easy. my friend we lost so tragically. All right, now I want to bring up the fellows from the folks from CrossFit. Let's bring them on up. People like me who need to get in better shape could definitely use the folks at CrossFit Fitness. And we're going to meet, I'm going to tell you a story, folks, true story. I started my halftime Howie career on cable television in 1993 in Great Neck, New York. The reason I say that is I did a story on the Merritt Little League. On my very first show of the halftime Howie career back in 1993 was Sean Pastuch, who was the son of the chiropractor. So Sean was on the very first halftime Howie show back in 1993. And now Sean is with CrossFit Fitness. And Sean, talk about what you guys have accomplished in the huge event you guys got coming up.
Well, obviously I was a born athlete. Being on this show when I was 13 years old.
Absolutely.
Come on. Well, basically, we're CrossFit King of Island Park, and we used to be in the West End of Long Beach. And we rallied from our gym getting knocked out completely during Hurricane Sandy to competing against 262 teams from New Jersey up to Maine and finishing in third place.
Third place out of 264! Give it up! All right! Impressive!
Thank you.
All right.
And we qualified to go out to California to compete. When I say we, I mean the people around me.
Let's all introduce them. Let's all introduce
Let's do
them.
that. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Robert Santoro.
What's your name?
Robert Santoro.
Molly of Gary.
Mike and Gary.
Carrie Cole.
All right, let's talk about your journey to California.
Okay. Well, all right. Our journey to California, I guess, started all the way back almost 2 years ago when I asked Mike and Molly to come back up to New York and join me from Pennsylvania where they had moved because I didn't think I could open the gym by myself. And fortunately for me, they came up, they opened the gym with me. Rob over here was one of our first members to join. And the first day Rob came in, we asked, what are your goals, Rob? He said, I want to go to the CrossFit Games. And we kind of laughed at him because at the time I think we had 3 or 4 sit-ups in a row. And now this guy's one of the strongest guys, probably in Long Beach, and definitely one of the most well-rounded guys athletically in Long Beach. But so the way it works is there's teams of 6 people, and they ask everybody on the team to show their skills. You have to do things so that it exploits everybody's weaknesses and it allows everybody's strengths to show through as well. And our team, the beautiful thing about them was that they had the ability to pick up where the next person left off, and there were only 2 teams in the Northeast to actually beat us out for top 2 spots, but we podiumed and we're going out to California as a team, which is pretty awesong. We're the only gym in Long Island.
That is a great accomplishment. And talk about your gym in Island Park, where you're located, and how people can contact you, Sean.
Our gym is located at 4454 Austin Boulevard in Island Park. We're right across the street from the guy who dances in the Gold Bar on the street. And you can contact us by calling 516-432-2102. And obviously, if you want to help us get out to California, you're more than welcome to give us a call and we can tell you how you can do that. Thank you.
Okay. All right. How pumped are you to enter this contest out in California?
It was pretty awesome. And just the whole experience of the weekend was one of the coolest things we've ever been part of. I know we all play like high school and college sports, and just there was up to 7,000 people in the crowd. And, what we've been training for the last 2 years was just came down to that very last moment, and when we knew we had locked up, it was like one of the coolest things that's happened to us.
One word I always use, and that word is passion. If you hear Robbie Rosen sing, you know he is incredibly passionate about singing. Talk about how passionate you guys are about training.
I think, I've been doing this now for about a year and a half or so. I got into this, I didn't really know what to expect. And the athletic background and the passion that I had in baseball growing up kind of just took over with CrossFit. And I can't even explain the passion. And it's an everyday thing. We're here 6-7 days a week training, 2-3 hours a day, and we have a goal. And our goal was to get out to California, and we put ourselves in a position where now we're going out there and we have an opportunity to win and to do well. So the passion is a fire, I think.
All right, last question. Young lady, I want to guarantee, are you going to win in California?
Absolutely.
All right, let's give it up for our CrossFit group. Wish you good luck out in California. Speaking about passion, if you looked at our show, Benoit the musician, Steve Vaccaro, Youth Issues, Walter the videographer, Rocco Pasafumi, the movie reviewer, we all had one thing in common. We were all guys. What was missing? We were missing a female presence on the show. And Chris Campbell, who does Auto Group and Sports Report. But what we were missing? A female presence on the show. So I got a hold of Ellen Kramer, who's an amazing person, a great community activist, and we started the Leading Ladies of Long Beach segment. And tonight, in her segment, Ellen Kramer is going to interview one of my favorite people. There is only one historian in Long Beach. And for the next 5 or 6 minutes, you are going to learn all about this great community. The one and only Roberta Fiore from the Long Beach Historical Society. So without further ado, let's give it up to Ellen Kramer, Leading Ladies of Long Beach, and the one and only Roberta Fiore. Come on up. Oh, by the way, to check this show out on the Halftime Howie channel on YouTube and on the Halftime Howie channel, the topic is Robbie Rosen live from Temple Emanu'el. So you want to check it out? It's Robbie Rosen live from Temple Emanu'el. Ellen, it's all yours.
So Robbie, you join us? Okay. Thank you, Howie. Thanks again. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm talking tonight with Roberta Fiore, as Howie mentioned, the founder of the Long Beach Historical Society. And I'm happy to have a conversation with her here because it's Memorial Day weekend. And we had a conversation just the other day that intrigued me to know a little bit more about Long Beach that I didn't personally know beforehand, which we're going to share with you here tonight. And Roberta, I just wanted to share first with the audience when you came into this piece of Long Beach, when you started the Long Beach Historical Society back in 1972, am I correct? Tell everybody where and how. It's a great story.
I was working with the Chamber of Commerce on the 50th anniversary of the city of Long Beach. And being an antique dealer, I'm very, very buggy about dates. And I was going through papers at the library, and I found a paper written in 1880. I said, now wait a minute, it was 1972, and we were celebrating the 50th anniversary of the city of Long Beach. And here it is, a newspaper from 1880. And it just tweaked my curiosity, thank you very much. And I proceeded from there. I called a friend of mine, a wonderful, wonderful educator in Long Beach, by the name of Florence first, and said, Florence, you know, we've got to do something about this. I said, Long Beach is over, like almost 100 years old. I said, we've got to. She said, now you just can't run and do things, you just can't jump like that. I said, well, I can. and I said, and we're going to begin a historical society in Long Beach. And she said, well, if you're going to do it, she says, then I'll help you. And then the two of us together just looked at one another and said, here we go. The Long Beach Historical Society is born. And that's how it was born.